Vanessa Uansohia. She's the Corporate Communications Manager, Skyway Aviation Handling Company PLC, subsidiary of SIFAX Group. Vanessa is a multiple award-winning Amazon who is never intimidated either by responsibilities or anyone. She believes a woman can go as far as she desires as long as she's ready to pay the price for greatness. She was a force to be reckoned with at the operations department of the company where she started her career. When she moved to the corporate communications department about 5 years ago, the onerous task of the new terrain did not scare her. She dived headlong into it, and today she sits atop the department.
For that, I think we might need to start from the beginning. And when I say the beginning, I might need to start from before SIFAX Group. Now, Skyway Aviation Handling PLC, SAHCO, used to be government owned, and that was when I joined SAHCO, and it was in 2006. So, and we joined SIFAX Group in 2009. So, technically, altogether, is a little bit more than when we've been with SIFAX Group. When I joined SAHCO, I joined as a passenger services officer. Now, what that was like a customer service thing. I was in charge of check-in and boarding passengers, and I worked with quite a number of airlines. And with that, I now moved from being just a check-in officer to a lead coordinator of flights. I had some flights that I was working with, and I was with SAHCO then. And then from there, I now moved to corporate communications. Also, I left operations. That's in operations. I left operations for corporate communications, and I've been doing corporate communications for over 5 years now. Well, as a woman, it's actually a tough call for us as women, in the sense that you cannot drop the ball irrespective of what your role is. Now, what I'm saying now is that you have to balance both your home and your personal life and work. None can suffer. Now, at work, because you have male colleagues who are not seemingly distracted, because some people will say the home, it can be a distraction, and that's the kind of view that some men have. It's not about judging anybody now, but the truth about the matter is that you have to be better than the men. You have to give your all. You have to develop yourself more. If they go for a course, you make sure you go for 2 courses. If whatever speed they are aspiring at, you make sure that you exceed that speed. And that was what has helped me as a person. Like when I was in passenger services, I made sure that all the DCS, that's the departure control system that we were using then, I made sure that I was faster than most of all the people in my flights, which actually helped me, and it helped me to move me faster to being the coordinator. I had men that we came in together, but I became the coordinator at that time. And even with that, I was still able to even earn 2 awards, and from Mavis then as the best handling staff at the airport. I did that on 2 consecutive years, and from there, when I even moved to corporate communications, it's been tough really, but you just have to be the best at what you do. As a woman, you can't drop the ball. Well, I'll use myself as an example. Make sure you develop yourself. Self-development is key. No matter what it is, you can do it. You can balance your home, you can balance work, you can balance every part of your life. I'm a spiritual person, so I balance it with church as well. So you just have to make sure that you are the best. You can't come to work late. You cannot afford to be late. You cannot afford to drop your children in school late. You can't afford to get home without having your home organized. You cannot. Every area of your life has to be properly maintained. No ball can be dropped at any point in time, and you can do it. It's tough, but the truth about the matter is that you get better at it as you go. The more you strive, the more you determine to be the best, the more you find yourself at the top. I can only talk about SIFAX Group, and the thing I'm most grateful for is that in this part of the world and in this part of the business world, as it were, there is nothing like gender inequality. We have an executive director who is a woman, and she's in charge of operations and cargo services in SAHCO. We have a woman in charge of safety and quality assurance, and my humble self that I'm in charge of corporate communications in the company. All SIFAX Group is interested in is merit. Can you do the job? Then you get the job. That's what SIFAX Group is all about.